Are you ready to take control of your emotions and transform your life? Discover the secrets to mastering emotional regulation for lasting happiness and well-being. In the vast landscape of human emotions, emotional regulation serves as our internal compass, guiding us through the highs and lows, the calm and the chaos. Emotional regulation refers to the ability to manage and control our feelings in a healthy and adaptive way. It's about navigating our emotional world with grace, understanding, and resilience. But what happens when this compass falters? We find ourselves in the realm of emotional dysregulation. This is a state where our emotions feel intense and unpredictable. We may react more strongly to situations, struggle to manage our feelings, and find it hard to return to a balanced state. This can manifest in various ways, such as mood swings, impulsivity, and challenges in coping with stress. It can even lead to difficulties in relationships, work, and overall well-being. Recognizing signs of emotional dysregulation is a crucial first step towards emotional regulation. These signs may include heightened emotional responses such as anger, sadness, or anxiety, physical symptoms like a racing heart or sweating, impulsive behaviors like overeating or substance abuse, and difficulty focusing or concentrating. But it's not just about recognizing these signs, it's also about understanding what triggers these emotional reactions. Triggers can be specific situations, thoughts, memories, or even bodily sensations. Identifying these triggers is like mapping out the terrain of our emotional landscape. It helps us navigate our feelings with greater awareness and foresight. Keeping a journal or seeking therapy can help in this journey of self-discovery and understanding. Understanding your emotional triggers is the first step towards emotional regulation. Let's dive deeper into the strategies for mastering emotional regulation. Mastering emotional regulation is not an overnight process. It requires the development of key skills and strategies. Let's delve deeper into these now. Firstly, mindfulness plays a critical role in regulating emotions. By focusing our attention on the present moment, we can observe our feelings and thoughts without judgment. This can help us respond to emotional triggers in a more balanced and conscious way, rather than reacting impulsively. Next is emotional awareness. It's essential to recognize and accurately label our emotions. When we can identify what we're feeling, we are better equipped to manage and express those emotions in a healthy way. It's like being the weather reporter of your own emotional climate. You need to know whether it's sunny, cloudy, or stormy inside you to respond appropriately. Moving on, let's talk about stress management techniques. We all face stressors in our lives, but how we cope with them can greatly impact our emotional regulation. Techniques such as deep breathing, progressive muscle relaxation, and regular physical exercise can help to reduce stress and improve emotional balance. Now, onto cognitive restructuring. This is a fancy term for changing the way we think. It involves challenging and reframing our negative thought patterns. When we can change our perspective on a situation, we can change how we feel about it. For instance, instead of thinking, "I can't handle this," we might say, "This is tough, but I have handled difficult things before." Lastly, let's touch on the importance of social support. Having a network of supportive people around us, be it friends, family, or therapists, can make a world of difference when we're going through tough times. They can provide a listening ear, offer advice, or simply be there to remind us that we're not alone. These skills and strategies can help you navigate the challenges of emotional dysregulation. But remember, seeking professional help is crucial. Therapists, counselors, and other mental health professionals are trained to help you develop these skills and provide the support you need on your journey towards emotional regulation. Struggling with emotional regulation can have a significant impact on your life. It's like trying to navigate through a storm without a compass. The waves of intense emotions can easily overwhelm you, affecting every facet of your existence. When emotions go unchecked, they can lead to a cascade of issues. In relationships, for instance, emotional dysregulation can create conflicts, misunderstandings, and even breakups. You might find yourself reacting impulsively, saying things you don't mean, or withdrawing in ways that hurt both you and your loved ones. In the workplace, emotional dysregulation can be equally disruptive. It might manifest as difficulty handling feedback, conflicts with colleagues, or struggles with productivity and focus. This can jeopardize your job performance and, in severe cases, your career. But the impact of emotional dysregulation isn't limited to your external world. It can also take a toll on your mental health. Emotional dysregulation is a common feature of several mental health disorders. For instance, it is often seen in individuals with depression, anxiety, and borderline personality disorder. These individuals might experience intense mood swings, feelings of emptiness, and difficulties in managing stress. It's important to remember, though, that emotional dysregulation isn't a life sentence. There's a wealth of professional help available, from therapists to counselors, all equipped with strategies and tools to help you regain control of your emotions. They can teach you techniques to identify your emotional triggers, manage your stress response, and reframe your thought patterns. Remember, everyone struggles with their emotions from time to time, but if you find yourself regularly overwhelmed, it might be time to seek professional help. There's no shame in reaching out. In fact, it's one of the bravest things you can do. If you're struggling with emotional regulation, remember that help is available. Let's explore how science can inform our understanding of emotional regulation. So, whether you're embarking on this journey for the first time or you're well on your path, know that you're not alone. The journey to emotional regulation is a courageous step towards a healthier, happier you. The science behind emotional regulation is fascinating and continually evolving. Let's dive into the intricacies of the brain and how it's wired to process and manage our emotions. Our brain's key players in this grand theater of emotions are the prefrontal cortex, the amygdala, and the insula. The prefrontal cortex, the executive of the brain, helps us make rational decisions and keep our emotions in check. It does this by modulating the activity of the amygdala, our emotional response center. The insula, on the other hand, plays a crucial role in our emotional awareness, helping us recognize and identify our feelings. Understanding these complex interactions provides us with a roadmap. It gives us insight into why we react the way we do and how we can better regulate our emotions. It's like peeking behind the curtain of our mind's theater and getting a sneak peek of the director's cut. Isn't that fascinating? Now let's turn our attention to therapeutic approaches to emotional regulation. One such approach is dialectical behavior therapy, or DBT. Developed by Marsha Linehan, DBT is a cognitive behavioral approach that emphasizes the psychosocial aspects of treatment. It combines standard cognitive behavioral techniques for emotion regulation with concepts of mindfulness and acceptance derived from Buddhist meditative practice. DBT focuses on teaching individuals skills to cope with stress, regulate emotions, and improve relationships. It helps people to accept and tolerate powerful emotions that they may feel when challenging their habits or exposing themselves to upsetting situations. It's like having a toolkit that equips you to handle the roller coaster of emotions life throws at you. Another therapeutic approach is acceptance and commitment therapy, or ACT. ACT focuses on accepting uncomfortable emotions and thoughts while committing to actions aligned with one's values. It emphasizes mindfulness, acceptance, and cognitive diffusion. Your journey to emotional resilience starts now. Harness the tools and insights shared today to create a life defined by balance, resilience, and genuine fulfillment. The power to transform is within your grasp. For more informative content, like and subscribe.